my channel. My name is Zay, and I just got done doing my recovery run. Feeling good right now, I'm not gonna lie, I feel great. Didn't want to wake up this morning, I wanted to stay in bed, I'm not even gonna lie. But no excuses, I had to get up and get this run going. Today I want to talk about the analytics and running. Personally, lately, what I've been realizing more and more is that the more I pay attention to these analytics, the more I pay attention to my times, the more I pay attention to where I need to be and comparing myself to other runners, the more I don't enjoy running, the less fun I have. I don't want to run, and not have that joy and not feel that, excitement while I'm running. Not saying that running, you're always going to feel excited, because it's challenges. Sometimes it's hard getting these miles in, but when you're doing it from a place of joy, it's different than when you're doing it from a place of trying to feed the ego, trying to get this certain number, trying to beat the analytics, trying to beat another person's pace or another person's personal best or whatever. It crushes your joy when you constantly looking at the watch, constantly looking at the numbers, constantly looking at where you want to be and where you're not, and it just kills the fun, and you don't even enjoy it. You just wake up and you kind of like, it makes it that more difficult to go for a run, because you just building this standard of where you need to be, and you're not really focusing where you are at the moment, which is important. You have to appreciate where you are, no matter what level you are, and you have to just feed that. Don't even worry about these analytics. Don't even worry about, other people's paces. Just worry about focusing on what your body is trying to tell you. Focus on what your body is telling you, because that's the key. That's the key of getting better. That's the key to improving your performance, improving your running, and getting better overall, is by listening to your body. When your body is telling you things and you're ignoring it, you're running off ego. You're just feeding this ego that wants to be seen, wants to be acknowledged. But sometimes you gotta leave that ego at home, and you have to just run mindless or go walk mindless. Leave the mind at home and be present. I try, when I go running lately, I've been trying more and more to focus on my run, focus on the sound of the pavement when I hit when my foot hits the pavement, or focus on the sound of my breath when I'm running, and stay there. And sometimes I notice that my thoughts come in, different thoughts, things that I need to do throughout the day or whatever, and I try to not push him away so quick, just slowly, just change my attention back to the present moment of what I'm doing, and that helps a lot, because I'm able to listen to my body. I'm able to pay attention to what my body's telling me. When you let your mind come in and focus on other things, it takes the joy away from the actual running. And running alone already is painful enough, especially if you're really doing it. It's not easy, it's challenging. So you have to try your best to make it fun, enjoyable. Of course, it's not, it's not going to always be that way, but if you just be aware and try to focus on just one thing at a time, whether it's, like I say, your breath, whether it's the sounds, whether it's nature, whether it's the scenery that you're running, or wherever you're running, just be in the present moment, you're able to enjoy your run a lot better than you constantly looking at your watch, or constantly just thinking of where you need to be, and it's just gonna just make your run a lot more better when you're aware of yourself, especially when you're running. So you don't have to sit here and always pay attention to these analytics. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but there's a time and place for everything, and just be aware, just be present, and you'll be okay. Until next time.